Talofa lava, malore soifua, rugby fans across the world. Yep, we've got a massive game, probably game of the week, potentially the game of the year between the All Blacks and England and Twickenham for the Hillary Shield. Now, I'll be real with you, I've got some doubts about some of the selections in this All Blacks side, but I still believe we've got the depth and the class to pull off the win. But yeah, it's going to be a brutal test. One of those games, if you switch off even for 5 minutes, England will punish you. So let's break it all down. Let's talk about the squad, the threats, and my honest prediction for this massive clash. Let's get started. Here's the All Blacks match day 23, and I'll be honest, this team's got a few surprises. Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Fletcher Newell, solid front row. I mean, they've been building form through the Northern Tour, and if we win the set piece, we are halfway there. And then we have Scott Barrett's captain is back. I mean, that's massive. I mean, there's been some controversial around Scott Barrett being back into the starting 15, but it is the right call, like it or not, because it's a big game. Obviously, no offense to Josh Lord. I mean, he's an incredible player. I mean, he's a superstar. He's going to be the future of the All Blacks rugby, and he didn't do anything wrong. But if you think about it, the experience Scott Barrett brings in, physicality, and it's a big game. This is one of the most important test games for the All Blacks. He's with Fabian Holland, so he joins him in the locks. So Fabian Holland and Scott Barrett. So yeah, I mean, this guy is young but fearless. And then we've got the loose forwards. Yes, another another controversial as well. I mean, Simon Parker at number 6. Now, yeah, there's a lot of people talking about, whether Simon Parker should be at 6 or Wallace Satiti. Now, I'm not the coach, and I'm not the one that's selecting the team, but my guess is they probably went with Simon Parker just because of size, his height, physicality, whereas, Wallace Satiti is quite short, stocky, he's got the skills, physicality as well. So, two players, different, different style of play, but, both have, tremendous talent, and, Wallace Satiti off the bench, if he could come in that last sort of 12 or 20 minutes, he could make impact. So yeah, you've seen it against Ireland and you've seen it against Scotland, when he scored those tries. I mean, he's a game breaker and a game changer as well, coming off the bench, so it could work. So yeah, I mean, as much as we sort of like, a lot of you guys don't, disagree with Simon Parker being at 6. I mean, the guy hasn't done anything wrong, he's been impressive, but when you take a look at that South African game in Wellington with Simon Parker, man, he was tremendous. His post-contact meters, it was tremendous. He was physical around the breakdown. So that's probably why Scott Robertson has gone with Simon Parker, just probably height difference. But yeah, it's got to be a physical game. But when you think about it. So yeah, I mean, Simon Parker still is the future, and I know he's trying to find his sort of form, and hopefully, he shines against England. And a lot of you guys said that his performance is below par. But before, you guys said, he's the future. We would love to see Simon Parker. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's a bit hypocritical of you guys, especially the New Zealand public. No comment. But anyways. So yes, Simon Parker is at number 6, and we've got Adi Savia at 7 and Peter Lakai at 8. It's a mobile trio, but they'll need to be ruthless at the breakdown. They need to be damn ruthless. Bit of Mongolness, man, honestly. They got to be physical up front, especially against guys like Tom Curry and Ben Earl. I mean, they're absolute workhorse. They thrive on turnover ball, and yeah, it's no joke. Like they are, solid players to watch. So yeah, watch out for those two. And then we've got Cam Boygard and Bowden Barrett at 10. That 9 and 10 combo. Electric when they click, but discipline and composure are key, so we can't afford to overplay early. Now, moving on to the midfield pairing. Yes. Quintupai and Billy Proctor. Strange one. Interesting. Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. And I'm trying to get my head around it. You think, I don't know. Like, I'm not the coach, I said. But if I was Scott Robertson, what I'll do is I'll shift Damian McKenzie at fullback and bring Will Jordan on the wing. And then possibly we can have that combination back, that combo between Quintupai and Lester Whanganuku in that midfield. Voila! I've just solved the problem, I think. But anyways, yeah, this is an interesting call. I mean, Quintupai with Billy Proctor, I mean, strong defensively, but they've got to offer punch and attack. And, I know that a lot of Kiwi fans will be upset with this, midfield combination, but hey, Billy Proctor hasn't done anything wrong. I mean, he's been given chances after chances after chances after chances, but we haven't seen his full potential. I mean, he's a great player, honestly. He's strong and, defensively, and his attack, he's got a ton of pace. And when you think about the game against South Africa, he did put his body on the line. He was incredible. Post-contact meters. But yeah, no, he's a phenomenal player for the future. And, as much as we don't like this combination between him and Quintupai, and you would rather see Lester Whanganuku in the midfield, unfortunately, Scott Robertson being Scott Robertson. Yeah. Yes. Very, very, very interesting. But anyways, hopefully Billy Proctor goes well, and we got to back him up and back the Uso, and back our boys no matter what. We've got Anton Leonard-Brown on the bench, gives great cover there. Then out wide we've got Lester Whanganuku shifting to wing. Leroy Carter on the other side. I was hoping Tangita would have slotted in there. Would have been good to inject him and out wide in the wing. He was on form against England A for All Blacks 15. So, yeah, interesting call. And then I would have put Leroy Carter off the bench. So, yeah, anyways, so Scott Robertson went with Leroy Carter, and he went with Will Jordan at fullback. Now, we haven't seen much of Will Jordan, so hopefully we see the Will Jordan that we know, Will Jordan doing Will Jordan things, scoring tries, breaking tackles, breaking, line breaks. He's just best on the counter attack, So, yeah, I mean, hopefully we get to see that against England. But, yeah, this game is going to be all about the small margins. England are going to kick a lot, as I mentioned. I mean, they'll test us in the high air. So Will Jordan and Leroy Carter need to be sharp, really sharp under the high ball. No drop catches, no cheap territory losses. I mean, the All Blacks need to start fast, both halves. If we go into halftime slow or fade after 60 minutes, England will come alive. And, they've got an incredible bench, and it's stacked. They've got Pollack, Tom Curry, Ellis Genge. Those boys can cause real havoc in the final 20 minutes. But England love turning late pressure into points. If we don't build scoreboard pressure early, we could be in for a long second half. So set piece must be on point. England's got Murray Itoje, one of the best disruptors in world rugby. I mean, he controls our lineup, and if he controls that, that's trouble. Our more defence and scrummaging needs to be tight, and no silly penalties. And speaking of penalties, discipline is everything. I mean, we've got 3 yellow cards, against the Scottish. It was uncalled for, unnecessary. But, our discipline needs to be on point. England will take every 3 points. they are given, and if we let our ill discipline get in the way, we'll hand them the momentum. So yeah, let's talk England. I mean, Steve Borthwick, he's a smart guy. Honestly, he's full of surprises. So he's looking in a tactical perspective that England will be playing smart against us. And yeah, Steve Borthwick, he just keeps delivering. And when you look at his team, 23-man squad, absolutely solid. And yeah, you've got guys like Ben Earl, powerful as I mentioned, fast and loves the big stage. Ollie Lawrence, a wrecking ball in the midfield. Marcus Smith, dangerous in open play, and he'll be covering fullback, and you give him space, and he'll make you pay. Murray Itoje, as we already know, this guy, the captain of the Lions, and incredible series in that Lion series against the Wallabies, and yeah, he's a world-class captain, and yeah, he's honestly, he is dangerous in the set piece, and you've got Pollard coming off the bench, a beast of a player, explosive late game energy. England's forward pack will go for 80 minutes, especially in front of 80,000 fans at Twickenham, and they are hungry, man. Like, honestly, they are hungry. I mean, they came so close to beating us last year, and you could feel the edge in their camp, for this game, and they want this one badly, like, honestly. But unfortunately, they are not the favourites. I think the All Blacks will be, definitely. I mean, England has won 9 games in a row, so, they are on fire, but our All Blacks, obviously, to win this game, we need to dominate early at the set piece, take control up front, and win the air battle, as I always mention, especially off kicks and contestables. Stay disciplined and give away fewer than 8 penalties all game, and play fast, clinical rugby, no sloppy handling, no panic in phase play. So yeah, attack space, not faces, make England chase the game. But our bench has the depth to finish strong, I believe. Tukiaho, Tamati Williams, and D-Mac. These guys can change the tempo in the last quarter, and you know what D-Mac is capable of. That clutch kick in the corner last year that won us the game, and that incredible acrobatic try against Scotland to pull off a win. But hey, we cannot rely on our bench to pull us off the grave this time. Our starting 15 needs to be solid, from the first whistle to the end, first and second half. So yeah, our starting 15 need to step up, man. Final prediction, All Blacks 25, England 22. It's going to come down to the wire. Probably a late penalty or a clutch defensive stand in the last 5 minutes. This is the game of the week, and also the game of the year. I mean, 2 proud rugby nations, 1 historic stadium, and everything on the line for the Hillary Shield. But respect for both sides. England are building something strong, but the All Blacks, we've got the extra edge when it matters most. And if you are ready for this clash, put your hands up in the air, man. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for the kickoff, honestly. So yeah, let me know in the comments below your predictions, your honest predictions. Who takes it out, and by how much? Is it a big margin, small margin? And let me know about this All Black squad. Are you guys happy with this 23? Is this the team to beat England in Twickenham? Or can England make history? Can they beat us at home? Their home. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more rugby content. Don't forget to support your rugby teams and keep the rugby spirit alive. And we'll see you in the next video.